Guys, so welcome. Today we're going to talk about the four vital behaviors. But before we do, I kind of wanted to tell you guys how the four vital behaviors really changed and impacted my business. I've been a coach for it. I'm going to be hitting 2 years very soon. Now, the first couple of months, I was on a high. Everything was great, and people were commenting and joining my groups left and right, and everything was flowing fine, right? I mean, we were basically hitting our warm market. We were, tapping into our friends, tapping into our family, getting, tia and tío and aunts and uncles and cousins and the business started to feel like, oh wow, this is pretty easy. I mean, gosh, I can, continue this and grow, right? So then after a while, when your warm market was done, which happened to me, my warm market was gone before 6 months. Then I had to tap into my cold market, and I did not start the four vital behaviors right away. So when it was time for me to transition into the cold market, I had a really rude awakening. And I kind of kicked myself in the butt because I kind of wish that I would have, followed these four vital behaviors from day one. And I think that, when I transitioned into the warm market, my cold market, the transition would have been better. It would have flowed better. I wouldn't have felt like I was in a rut. I wouldn't have felt like my business went to a complete halt. I think that if there's one thing I can tell you from being here in the Coach University is to start the four vital behaviors today. Do not hesitate. Do not stop, and do not just kind of go with the flow. One day, oh, I can just hang out. All this week, you know what? I already hit Success Club. I don't need to worry about it until the end of the month and start until the next month. You have to change that mentality, because I promise you that mentality, one, it's going to get tiring. You're going to burn yourself out, because I did that. I kind of burned myself out. And then not only that, your business is going to go into a halt. And once it goes into a halt, you either take one of each road. There's only two ways to go about it. Either you go down the rocky road that it's going to be really hard to get back into the smooth road, or you just quit. And I'm sorry to say, but there's a reason why only a certain amount of people really grow. And it's because these people get the four vital behaviors. They understand it. They understand that without this, there is no growth. And I think that this is the game changer. This is this big secret. I know. I was just added into, not just I was added into a 10 percenters group, hosted by Christina Delgado. Okay, and when I got in this group, I was like, okay, for sure, I'm gonna get, the big secret. They're gonna tell me what it is I'm not doing right. I've been at Diamond for a certain amount of time, and I'm not growing from Diamond. And this is it. This has got to be the group. It's the 10 percenters. This has got to be the group that's gonna change my business. And when I jumped in, I was, the 10 percenters. I was like, a little puppy, like ready. I was just ready to receive the secret. I made it. I made it into that special group. And then after a week, I was like, really? The four vital behaviors? This is the big secret? And it just dawned on me. It just clicked, and I was just like, oh, okay. So there is nothing besides the four vital behaviors. There is, besides being very consistent, and in this business, there's going to be a lot of consistency, and there's going to be consistency in the beginning without any result. And once you can understand and accept that, you're unstoppable. Your business and your growth will be unstoppable. So I encourage everybody here today to understand, before we tap into the four vital behaviors and before we talk about what the four vital behaviors are, I want you to understand that this isn't hard. This takes consistency, and it takes having thick skin. So get used to it. get used to kind of feeling, because for a while I felt like I was, pouring out my heart and soul into a post, and I would get like 5 likes. And it was discouraging. I mean, not for anything, but I was like, geez, like I spent like I don't know how much time on this post, and I shared something that was so, like so hard for me to share, and 5 likes and a hoorah. It was really discouraging. And then when I would invite people, I would get, yeah, sure. And then when I messaged them, they would say, oh no, if it costs money, never mind. So again, this is something that even the top coaches still to this day, and when I was in the 10 percenters, I got a piece of that. I got a piece of, one of the elite coaches in that group, a 5-star elite coach. She was talking about how, out of 100 conversations, like only 3 or 4 actually budge and actually, take that faith, that jump of faith, that jump of faith, that leap of faith. Listen to me, I can't even speak right now. That leap of faith. They took that leap of faith. And it takes a lot of thick skin, and it takes a lot of getting used to a lot of no's, and not right now. And just remember that it's not towards you. They are not saying no to you. You are not the problem. The problem is they are not ready. So instead of perceiving the no as in a no, take it as, all right, you say no now, but I'll get you later. And take it as a later. And it's just not a right now. So with that being said, I'm going to jump into the 4 vital behaviors. First vital behavior is invite, invite, invite. And they say that, and it literally is that. It's invite, invite, invite. Because you can never overgrow your network. So with that being said, at least give a good 30 minutes a day. Just go through Facebook and just start inviting people to your fitness page, or inviting people to your free challenge group, or start hosting, 5-day clean eating challenges. I did a crock pot that I don't know how, but I got like 280 people. Where they came from, I have no idea. Woodworks. But when you say free, like they come running. And I had 280 people in that challenge group, that crockpot group. Now, before that, I had hosted maybe 8 to 10 different free groups, and I never ever got that kind of outcome. So even when I was starting to receive, add me, I'm in, like I got overwhelmed and I got super excited. I'm like, so this is what they're talking about. Because had I given up the first 10 times I had done it and gotten 5 people, 3 people, 10 maybe, I was lucky if I got 10, I would have, no, this doesn't work, and I would have put my hands up and just said forget it. I would have not experienced the final like great moment that I actually was able to host a 280 person, people that I do not know, group, and it was amazing. It was I mean, I can't even explain how exciting it was, So I started to feel a little bit of the success. All my hard work, I was starting to feel the success. I'm getting the taste of it. And let me tell you guys, it's awesome. It really, really is. So push through these hard times. Push through the times that you feel like you're in silence. You feel like it's not working. So with that being said, do not stop inviting. You're going to feel like you are talking to nobody. But just remember, people are watching you. And I know this for a fact because one girl messaged me and said, okay, I'm ready. And I didn't know who she was. And when I looked at her profile and I started looking, I was like, When I started looking at all my pictures, I went through like the last 30 posts. She had never liked not one. So she was literally like watching me from afar and wasn't even liking my posts. I had no idea she was even watching. And one day she just said, I'm in. So I encourage everybody, although you feel very repetitive, you're going to feel repetitive. Just You have to push through that. You have to push through those times. You're going to feel repetitive. You're going to feel like you're talking to the same crowd. You feel like the same people are watching. But if you keep inviting people to your page, each post will have new eyes. So that post will be new for somebody. Okay, so keep that in mind and keep telling yourself that. And if you have somebody in your Facebook that is tired of your posts and they delete you or whatnot, see you later. At this point, who cares? Don't even let that stress you. You don't need those type of people in your life anyways. Those are the people we call haters. Let the haters go. Bye. That's it. Enough. So thick skin. We need thick skin in this. So invite people. Use the 5-step invitation guide. There is a 5-step invitation guide to a challenge group. You can find that in the Diesel Core page, or you can find it in Diesel Nation, depends on which page you're in. But the 5-step invitation guide gives you a proven step-by-step process to invite and fill your challenge group spots. So with that, it gives you scripts, kind of like scripts, so you know what to say and you know how to approach people. And feel free to contact your upline. Feel free to get your upline's opinion. Hey, I'm thinking of posting this. What do you think? This is what we're all here for. So invite. That's number 1. Now, number 2. This one is, you cannot not do this one. You have to be proof of the product. So you need to be proof the product works. You have to have a transformation. If you do not have a transformation, you will be talking to deaf ears. So that's why we post Transformation Tuesdays religiously. We're very, very big on Transformation Tuesdays and Throwback Thursdays. Throwback Thursdays can be a really, really old picture of you, a very not so happy picture of you, and then the new you. Or you can just have fun with it and do a baby picture and, talk about things like that. But anyways, at least once a week, you're throwing out a transformation. Now, you don't always have to post your transformation. You could always post people on your team. But if you want people to be drawn to you, you need to have a transformation. You need to have a physical transformation, a personal transformation. Before I started Beachbody, I was, tired all the time. I would come home and I would, complain, and I was that mean mom, blah, 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 blah. And now that I'm on Shakeology and now that I've been working out, I don't know what it is, but I'm happy. I have energy. I'm a happy mom. Share these experiences. Share them not once, not twice, 100 times. Share them because you will always have new people watching you. So you have invite, and be proof the product works. Without being proof the product works, come on, let's be realistic. You go to a dealership and you say, oh, this is a really nice car. I'm interested in this car. And the dealer says, oh, well, I've never driven the car, but, I heard it works. I heard it's a good car. Are you going to, take his advice? Really? You don't know if this car works, but you're here selling it to me? I want to find somebody that has driven the car and knows what the car is about, tell me more about the car. And all they say is, well, I've seen people drive it and they seem happy. Are you really going to buy the car? Let's be realistic. So be proof the product works. Have transformations. Take people on your journey. If you don't have a transformation, it does not mean you can't recruit. Bring people on your journey. Bring them to you. Every day, post and say, look, here's my Shakeology, day 5. Not sure what this is all about, but you know what? I feel good. Hey, want to join me? That's what this is about. Bring people on your journey. Be excited. So that's proof the product works. Now, 3, personal development. This is honestly my favorite, and I can honestly say this being personal development has not only changed who I am as a person, it has saved my marriage. It has transformed me into a different person. Put it this way, I with personal development, I've grown thick skin, because when I started this business, I did not have thick skin. And you know what my thick skin was? I had a defense mechanism, a very, very sarcastic defense mechanism. So that was my way of dealing with stress. So when I was stressed out, I was bitter, I was sarcastic, I was a B word, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I was a B word. So it started to take a toll in my family life, and I really, really thank personal development, because when I started, listening to Les Mills, I'm sorry, listen, not Les Mills, Les Brown, and when I started to listen to Tony Robbins and Simon Sinek and all these great, I mean, Shailene Johnson, hello, she's a personal trainer. She's one of our superstar trainers, and she's an amazing speaker. She really, really, really speaks well, and makes you think, So when I started tapping into personal development, it started to pour. The personal development changed me, which poured into my family life, my relationships with my employees. Um, I'm a director for a preschool, and I have 9 employees that are under me, and I take care of them. And I changed the way I talk to them. I changed the way I was, and we're all happier. I mean, it really, really is. I know a lot of people think personal development, oh, that's that, I don't need that, and oh, that's therapy crap, and blah, blah. Well, those are the bitter people that just don't get it. And personal development is not something you do once, twice, or 10 times, and you accomplished it, and that's it. You got the t-shirt and you're done. No, personal development is something you're going to have to learn to deal with and do the rest of your life. You don't just eat once and then that's it, you're good, right? Like, that's it, I'm healthy. No, you have to continue it. You have to continue to start to feel the difference. And then when you start feeling, oh, somebody's calling me, sorry. When you start feeling like you don't even know what the hell's bothering you, you don't even know what's wrong with you, but something in you is like, you don't even, this is where personal development plays a huge role, because it's something within you. It's your soul. It feeds your soul, and it makes you perceive the world differently. And so when you do get those no's and the not right nows and the, oh no, I don't have money, you take it differently. You take it, I guess, as you can say, you grow thick skin, but in a positive way, not in a bitter. And when I say thick skin, I don't say go tell everybody to go F themselves. No, no, no. You say, okay, not now, but later. I got you. And you're just happy. So I really, really encourage everybody. Personal development is such a big, big role. And you can't fake it. Personal development you cannot fake. I use this analogy, and it's something I came up with, but it's like you have 2 pieces of chicken, right? And one piece of chicken, we cook the 2 chickens, and one of them we put on high, and the other one we cook very slowly. This one's getting personal development, and this one's getting half-assed, like, all right, yeah, okay, I read a verse today, or all right, I listened to a 5-minute, but you're not really absorbing you're not absorbing what you're listening to. You're still not open-minded. So you have these 2 pieces of chicken, all right? So this one's being cooked on high, and this one's being cooked very slowly. This one you're taking the time to understand what you're reading, and you're taking the time to understand why this is important. So you got these 2 pieces of chicken, right? All right, and we start seasoning them the right way. We start working out. Both of them are working out the same way, and they both look great on the outside, right? Oh wow, there's transformation on the outside, right? And you start seasoning it, start wearing nice clothes. Both of them look great on the outside, right? They both look great. But what's going to happen one day? You're going to have to cut that chicken open, because you're going to want to eat it, right? You're going to eat your chicken, and one is going to be raw on the inside, and the other one is going to be fully cooked. So personal development is like that. You want to be fully cooked, inside and out, because eventually the inside will be exposed. So when you cut that raw chicken open, I mean, the outside looked great, right? But when things start getting rough and hard, and you have to cut open that chicken, the real you starts to show. And when the real you is raw and it's not cooked well, it pours into everything you do, and it pours into your business, your family life, your relationship. So I really encourage everybody, take the time, cook yourself within. The outside results will come with it. So that's my chicken analogy. I hope you liked it. You're welcome. And the last one, recognition. This is a new one. And I really like it. When I first started Beachbody, it was 3 vital behaviors. Now it's 4, and this is the 4th one. Recognition, recognition. Recognize everyone. Hey guys, I don't know, Maria is on week 1. She did week 1. Woohoo! Give her a shout out. Every little thing. Let's recognize. Let's recognize that people are making a change. Recognize our fellow coaches. Recognize our challengers. Recognize. Just be happy for everyone. When people see that you're so happy to see others grow, they're going to be intrigued to join you because they know that you are so excited when people grow, whether it's losing 5 pounds or whether it's finally they were able to jog around the block instead of walk. Whatever the case is, recognize, make it out there. It feels good. And I think corporate America lacks this because not enough times in your job. How many times in your job do you get a attaboy, right? But a lot of times you get more. You didn't do this right. You didn't do this right. Hey, when you do this, and the world always seems to be attracted to negativity. Like you go to a restaurant and you have the worst service ever. Okay, yeah, it was really bad. You can't wait to get on Yelp and destroy that place, right? But let's say you go to a place and the service was great. Yeah, you had a great time. What are the chances of you giving them a great review? Like they say, for every bad review, there was like 20 great reviews. But nobody knows about it because misery loves company, and everybody just always is attracted to misery and bad and negative. And let's change that. Let's change that with recognition. Recognize everybody's little baby steps. They might be baby steps to you, but it was huge for them. Finally, after 6 months of me, after Jessica, she finally decided to commit and she's taking the leap of faith and she joined my challenge group. I'm so excited. Whatever the case is, just do it. Recognize, but recognize with an open heart and be really, really happy for them. Those are the 4 vital behaviors. When you start feeling like you're plateauing in your business or you're plateauing in your health, when you start feeling like you're just kind of going with the flow and you don't know what to do, come back to these 4 vital behaviors because these 4 vital behaviors make a difference. This is what's going to change your life, okay? So this is what's going to change your business. All right, so that was enough. I'm done for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.